So apparently, Celestial Seasonings has a flavor tea called Vermont Maple Ginger. Now, sounds pretty cool to me. Picked her up from the food pantry the other day after a rather eventful day. Just, whew boy, waiting in line, and this one woman was a real sight to behold. I even, she was just raising a fuss, just being a dick, raising all holy oh hell, and I was like, come on, we're all adults here, act like one. It's like, come on. Smells good. I normally don't like raising my voice or, causing a little bit of a tiff or anything in public, but it's like, dude, they open to this out of the, kindness of their hearts for the community, because, this is a community-run pantry, not like a, not like your standard, pantry you go up to, but, just a community-run organization, and, to see, people complaining and just being absolute dicks and whatnot, it's like, come on, Anyways, yeah, Vermont Maple Ginger. I got bag in the cup. I just had another cup of tea in it. That's why it kind of looks a little weird in here. I'm just gonna fill her up with water to let her steep, and I'll let you know how she goes. Now, I'm actually pretty excited for this one because Celestial Seasonings does damn good teas. I have yet to find a Celestial Seasoning tea that I don't enjoy. There's just been fantastic teas from Celestial Seasonings, and it's, man, I'm excited. Though I'm not usually too much of a ginger person, nor am I too much of a maple person. It's just one of those things, not really to my preference, but you know how it goes, right? Now, see you in about 3 minutes after the tea has steeped. Also, I know you guys are probably wondering, alright Tater, why in the hell are you drinking bagged tea? Doesn't it have the microplastics that travel to your balls and your brain and absolutely ruin you and have a whole bunch of plastic shit found in your brain after you die? And yeah, they probably do, but at the same time, not like there's any escape from that shit because everything's done with plastics and whatnot. Doesn't matter even if you buy the most organic shit from some seller over at genuinely Timbuktu. At the end of the day, sadly, everything is contaminated. And it's, it is quite literally a pipe dream to, think you're going to be able to avoid microplastics or any of that, which is a shame, but it is what it is. And also, a lot of the time for me, those teas that are loose leaf are pretty friggin' pricey. I'm usually extremely lucky if I got a little bit of cash, to buy said stuff. Hell, as it is, my little bit of extra cash I had, I'm pooling into saving up for a new streaming rig. Well, I say streaming rig, but I'm kind of 50-50 if I'm even going to continue streaming, if I'm honest with you. Where I keep burning out so much. I don't know, I find it incredibly hard to, sit here. Well, sit as if I'm not walking, but, to just be here and be like, yeah, I'm going to stream. I'm going to just play video games for an audience or whatever. I don't know, I don't know if I really have that in me too much, because, I've been doing the content creation thing since I was in elementary school. I'm a fully grown adult now. I'm gonna be 25 this year, and, while I know I want to continue making recorded videos, I'm not entirely certain if I got it in me anymore to just sit there and stream. It's just, it's hard, I'm not about to say it's harder than an actual job. Hell, give me the option. I'd rather be, working the 9-to-5 grind, or even back in the Garland room. Something like that. I don't know, guys. It's just, I'm just very unsatisfied with that. But I know I do want to save up for a new gaming rig either way. And I've got about 10% of my money, or 10% of the money required for the gaming rig I want saved right now. I have just enough for a processor, and that's about it. Oh, tea smells nice. Just going to give her a mix, kind of squeeze her a little bit. You can smell the kind of spice from the ginger. This seems to be a very ginger-forward tea, which makes sense considering it's Vermont maple ginger flavor. But what ingredients are in this? Ginger, cinnamon, natural maple flavor with other natural flavors, luo han guo, and Vermont maple sugar. Interesting. I wonder what luo, L-U-O, han, H-A-N, guo, G-U-O, is. It's apparently one singular ingredient, but I can't say I've heard of that before. Interesting. Alright, let's get this actually on the shelf this time rather than missing and hitting the floor. Alright, I think I've stalled long enough. Let's take a sip of that tea. Huh. It's a lot more soapy than I was expecting. The maple really counterbalances out with the cinnamon that ginger and brings it from kind of a harsh, kind of almost fiery flavor to what I can only describe as soap. I think actually might be the first time I've ever had a tea that tastes like bath water. And I know what you're thinking. How do you know what bathwater tastes like? Up until about 2013 or 14, we had a bathtub. Oh, maybe actually been 2015 or 16 we finally got the shower. I don't quite recall. But I do remember how much of a bitch it was to get the bathtub out of the house, though. So, I recognize the flavor of bathwater. Yeah, this tastes just like bath water. Hell, what? It wasn't even until 2000. I'd like to say 2010 or 11 that we finally got a hot water tank. Because we, for a while, had been just boiling water for baths. My, how times change. There's a lot of memories here, chat. I'm just kind of... Admittedly, I'm drinking this tea because more of a night of reminiscence more than anything else. Man, it's just so many memories. I don't know why, but even just talking about this feels appropriate. Like, today's the 20th, and just kind of sitting here reminiscing, just, how far we've come just in the content creation grind, and just, even just in terms of, how far we've come just in real life with everything that's happened. Crazy. Hell, remember that slap fight between Trump and Musk a few weeks back? Crazy. Who would have thunk that this whole thing would be happening? What a joke. I think this whole thing's kind of a joke. Ah, man. The state of politics. Yeah, anyways. I think we've done enough reminiscing. 3 out of 10. This is just freaking bathwater in terms of flavor. This is gross. I don't recommend buying this.